Welcome to another episode of the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum, TEIF, and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Today's series is Stree Shakti. Theme is crafting dreams from vision to reality. We are at Pure Sin, the chocolate bar, and we have Varnika B, the visionary CEO behind Creativeshowz. She has over 6 years experience and she has redefined the art of wedding planning and has expanded into media production and luxury gifting, making Creativeshowz a powerhouse in the industry. So welcome Vanika to today's special episode of the Coffee Conversation Show. Just wanted to explain you the format. It is divided into three parts: professional round, personal round, and a rapid
Okay,
fire, for
thank you
which
so much.
you get this ebook. I'm an author of 13
Okay,
ebooks.
great.
After you answer wittingly, funnily, and quickly.
Sure.
Okay. So, friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation and a legal tech evangelist. So, Vanika, once again, welcome to today's Coffee Show.
Thank you.
So, my first question, Vanika, for you: uh, how this your what is the story behind going into this niche area of wedding planning and the name creative shows that come up?
Okay, so I'll tell you the journey, basically how the Creative Shows was born. So basically, I came from a theater background, and as per my qualifications required, so I am a completely into different zonal of a finance. So being into theater for a 9 years, I learned more about stage designing, lights, cameras, your costumes, and everything. So that makes me more interest towards events, and somehow then I start doing my shows into it. Like I start doing anchorings with the as a volunteer with some of the events, and simultaneously in 2017 I give a thought of starting a creative shows. So that's how majorly I've been started with, but I started with the vision of taking it as a wedding planning company rather than just an event planning company.
Okay, that's interesting. So now, as a CEO, what are the key strategies and challenges you have faced in the initial years?
So, as a CEO, it becomes a bit tough when you introduce yourself to somebody and you say, like, you're the owner of a company, and they find you to doing everything by your own. Because obviously, whenever we start something, so it's like I need to do the decors by myself. I need to entirely done the setups by my own. I need to buy the everything by my own. I have to take care of the logistics. So everything I was initially managing by my own, and that bit surprising for everybody. And they usually come up with the question mark, like, are you seriously the owner of a company? So yeah, that's a first thing which I really face out in my initial days.
Okay. Now, Vanika, someone approaches you for wedding planning and the necessary arrangements,
Right.
right from gifting, decoration, and everything. So, how do you, what is the first step to the last steps you go about?
Okay, so basically, if I talk about the entire wedding planning process, or even somebody came up to us and said, we need a certain of your services rather than the whole planning. So, how we do is, like, we first sit with the client, we try to understand what exactly your requirements are, what are your budgets you are taking off, and then we start planning your process out. So we have an entire Q&A questions, we have a proper timeline which needs to be followed. So considering each and every perspective, and so on the basis of that, the entire discussion was done, and then we take it forward.
Wow. So, you must have done various weddings in your career. From among them, which is most memorable and why?
So for me, or for that matter, even for anybody, the first client is a very special client. And when I talk about my case, yes, my first client whom I have done the wedding. That is just very close to my heart, and even I'm blessed. Like I'm still in friend with them and their family. So that wedding was something like I was very transparent with my client. Like, see, you'll be the first one I'll be starting my wedding planning journey with. So if you trust me, then only I can proceed. Otherwise, it will be hard for me to really take up this project. So hopefully, I mean, thankfully, she trusted me, and then I started my company, and then that's how I am.
Wow. Now, my next question will be, uh, you have ventured into luxury gifting and artist management. So, how do these ventures complement your creative show's core business of wedding planning and event management?
See, when we talk about luxury ateliers as in a gifting solution company, so it comes under a creative shows only. And even if I'll talk about the artist management, so whenever we do the planning for a wedding, right, we requires a gift, we requires even an entertainment person. So each and everything comes up under a one umbrella, and the main vision of a company is itself is like we want to have everything under a name of a wedding in just a umbrella of a creative shows. So whatever you required, you required artists, you required any celebrity, or you required any sort of a talent, so that the entire artist management is there to take care of all your needs. And even if you talk about the luxury gifting, so I come up with the offers into a brass items, which is a pure idols for giftings, right? I'll come up with the silver items, gold items. So anything which is related to these three categories, so we deals into that kind in the premium gifting all over.
Wow. So, if someone approaches you for planning a wedding and you want to, you have got only 30 seconds to uh, pitch your services. So, how do you
Right.
do that?
So I just said one thing: either you take all the stress and you forget about enjoying your wedding, or if you want to just get a stress-free wedding and want to enjoy, then hire me out. So that's the
Wow.
only thing I'll say.
So, from the wedding or planning or event management, who has influenced you from India and internationally?
So in terms of our industry, there are a lot of people who I really look after them, and I really appreciate the way they have come up with the techniques and everything. So obviously, yes, Rituraj Khanna sir is there, who is the king of a wedding, we call him, and he's master in decor. Even you talk about Vanna Mohan ma'am. So these are some people who are really there. Even if I'll talk about one of my very close one, which is Shrikant Poni, he's from Bangalore. So the way they always help me out, they guide me. It's tremendous, and I really thankful to them.
Wow. This being a very creative industry, so how do you maintain a balance between creativity and logistics in maintaining, what do you say, a small scale or a large scale event?
Okay, so when we talk about doing a large scale weddings or a small scale wedding, so see, there are certain steps which needs to be followed in every sort of a wedding. Doesn't matter it's a small or a big, because every department is equally and important way out. So we always make sure we have a checklist, we have a proper department heads to take care of it. So we assign people under the different departments, and then they take care of their work, whatever they have to take care of.
Wow. Uh, how important is social media in event management in today's arena?
Okay, so if you generally ask me, so I am the one who generally don't go to a social media earlier. But even my clients have started saying me, Vanika, you have to come up with the social media, because it's a need of an hour, and you really have to be there. You Because people who are actually, if you talk about Gen Zs, so Gen Zs are actually more influenced with the social media rather than in a traditional manner. So they just go to your social media, they look after your work, and if they really liked it, they come up to you directly, they talk to you. So I think it's a very important to be on a social media nowadays.
Okay. I'm a little curious. You must be dealing with different types of clients, demanding clients, and who have, what do you say, uh, different requirements which may be difficult for you to fulfill. So, how do you go about dealing with such kind of clients?
So that's pretty good question because unlike I said, like we sit with the clients and we try to understand. But at moments, what happen is even you sit with them on an initial level, go through the entire planning process. Still, there are end moment changes, there are end moment demands which comes up, and that at times give us very difficult to handle. But the only thing what we do and we always practice in our company is like if we are going for any event, so we always try to look after the local areas. So if we required anything on a emergency note or even a last moment there would be any changes, so at least my team will be able to handle that requirement. They can go to a market, they can purchase that, or even if there's a certain requirement or a certain changes in a decors required, so we always make sure even the decors get it done before the 2 hours of a event started. So even at the end somebody come up and say like I don't like this, I want to change it, so at least we have that buffer key. We make a certain changes. It's not we cannot do entire changes, but yes, if some small changes required, that can be taken care.
Wow. How do you deal with different classes of labor?
So, see, to be very honest, if you are working with the laborers class, so you have to be very polite to them. Uh, See, I know people do say that they don't listen, but it's on you, on your behavior, how you actually behave with them. Because if you treat them well, obviously they'll respect you out, and they'll do the work whatever you say. But if you shout at them every time and you just try to be on a bosses to them, so it's really difficult to get that work done.
Mhm. And how important is networking in your line of work?
It's 100% requirement. It's because my the work I do is into weddings, events, even the social event. So it's all about the networking and the referrals we get it. Because if we don't do the networking, so I really don't think so we are able to do the business. So
Mhm.
for us, networking is yes. I mean, it's a mandate thing. We cannot avoid it.
So, Varnika, we have both on a very beautiful platform, India Business Group (IBG).
Right.
Uh, how has IBG contributed to your life?
So when I joined IBG, so I'm really thankful to Mr. Vikas. So he gave me that platform and really appreciate the kind of a work he's doing. The reason being is the kind of a people I'm meeting there. So they are very sorted out. They know what they want, and even if I'll go to them and I'll ask for certain, help or anything. So I don't mind it asking them for any help because I know like whatever I required. So there are people to help me out because coming from a different place and getting settled down, especially in a place of a Mumbai, it's not that easy. But due to the IBG and due to the other platforms, yes, I was able to make it.
Wow. So, let's come to technology. How is important technology nowadays in wedding planning, event, and all things around wedding and event management?
See, technology is a very important nowadays because you know technology gave our business a very easy manner way out. So even if I talk about RSVP or sending the invitations, now you can see the e-invites to to your guest. Earlier we used to send them the hard copies. Now also people do like to send the invitations by paper invitations and everything, but still if you're not able to send them through a courier or any way out, so still you can do them, invite them through e-invites. And even nowadays a lot of people are working in a technology out especially for a wedding segment, wherein you can do your RSVP on the application itself, where you even if you want to look into your rooms and everything, so you can go on a app, on a particularly app which is being made for especially for that wedding. And even there are websites are making out for the weddings and everything. And yes, as if I'll talk about AI coming in into our chapters now. So AI is playing an important role, uh, making the process more easier for us now. Presentations making is like just a 2 minutes of a work to us. And even we want to have an entire data management and everything, so it's become easy way out. So technology is, yes, it's very important.
Wow. So now, Varnika, your theater experience, how did it help you in your talk show, wedding talk show with Varnika?
So my theater experience, obviously, when I started my journey before the theaters, so I was a little bit of a shy person who hesitate to come in front of cameras. But now it gives me that kind of a platform, and that kind of a voice. I can talk to anybody I wanted to, and it's just take me a few seconds to get friends with anybody. So yeah, so that gives me that confidence. I can go talk to anybody. I can explore my places as out. So that's helping out in my talk, even in my talk shows.
Wow. So now, Varnika, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs, young professionals who want to enter into event management or as a wedding planner?
So my only advice is the you have to be keep on exploring this field. You have to keep on doing the research as much as you can, because this field requires a creativity. If you are not able to give the creativity, might be, see, you can do other departments in this wedding industry. So if you really wanted to be in a wedding planning industry, so you have to be taking care of certain things, like you have to be more creative, you have to be keep on researching things, you have to keep on learning. So it's not like we are in this industry, we don't want to learn. We required learning a lot. Even now, even are the pioneers of our industry, they keep on learning new things, we keep on having the workshops. So it's required. So always keep yourself motivated, always keep yourself busy with the different stuff in a wedding.
Wow. So my last question for your professional round journey. This is a Sri Shakti series. So
Okay.
what does Sri Shakti mean to you?
For me, being a woman entrepreneur, yes, Shri Shakti means a lot, because when I entered into this industry, a lot of people said like event is a field where it's not a field of a woman, because there are a lot of essays, there are a lot of tensions and everything, and you being a girl, you being a woman, it's not feasible for you to take it. But yeah, but for me, even if I'll talk about Shiv Shakti, so Shiv Shakti is like part of a Shivji and Parvati is a combination of both. So yes, even a woman entrepreneur, I'm able to do what men's are doing it, and I'm even able to handle what a females are doing at home. So that's simply for me.
Wow. So let's go to your personal journey round and let's understand or know Vanik as a person.
Okay.
My first question, Vanika, tell us about your family and your formative years.
Okay, so in my family, my mom, dad, my brother, bhabi, and my two niece are there. So so they don't stay with me. I stay alone over here. And somehow, if I talk about my roots, so we came from Ajmer, Rajasthan, and but somehow that been shifted to Aligarh. It's been I think more than 38 years or 39 years now. So he's there with the entire family, and yep, I'm here.
Okay. How was your college life?
My college life. So my college life was a bit interesting, because I am kind of a kid who do a lot of naughty stuff, and I'm not that studious. I love doing dance, making extracurricular activities and everything. So I love doing more of what you said, bunkings and everything. So yeah, that's quite interesting life I had in my college life.
Okay. So, Vanika, this is uh, being as a wedding planner into event management. It's a very hectic life. So how do you unwind after a busy day?
So my days and just after, whenever I come back to home, so I just keep a slow and a smooth music for myself. I had my dinner, watch some comedies or something like that, and I'll go to sleep. So that's the only thing I do.
Okay. And any creative interest hobbies which you have developed recently?
Recently I started learning guitar, and so I'm now learning the guitar. I always wanted to, but hopefully by end of this year I am able to learn it properly.
Okay. So, besides from your professional life, any funny incident which has happened with you recently
Uh, Funny,
or humorous?
not really. I mean, because I really don't think so. Anything which has come up right now, I think.
Okay. So, do you have any interest in reading books?
Yes, I do. I really love reading books. Even I have a proper library at my place. So
Hmm.
that's a combination of motivational books, business books are there. Even some of the fictions are there. So I love the journals of reading.
Okay. So, which one were you reading from your collection of books?
So
And
I recently started with the a CO book, COU, which is again by Mr. Vikas. So I'm reading that book, and that's quite inspiring. Learning about the biographies of a different heads of our industries. So yeah, I'm reading that book nowadays.
okay. So, any book you like to recommend to our viewers out there?
So one is I always recommend it is the Alchemist. The Alchemist is the one I always ask people to read it. And the another book which I recommend strongly recommend is the Chanakya, uh, the book of Chanakya. So that yeah, these two books are something which everybody should at least read once.
Wow, both are powerful books.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so, from your bucket list, what would you like to do in 2024?
From my bucket list, so one is yes, guitar. I'm learning and I'm on it. And secondly, um, I'm actually planning to have at least what do you say it um, a trip with my friend, so which is pending from a very long. And me and her, we were actually planning for almost 2 years now. Like we have to go out on an international trip, as in just two of us. So let's see if that would be possible.
Okay, so my best wishes this
Thank you.
happens. Okay, so now from your friends and or family, who has been your biggest supporter?
My biggest support. So I have so many people. I mean, I can't just name one, but yes, my family, my mom, dad, everybody, even for that reason, my brother. So everybody have been supporting me throughout. Like I mean, they never said me no to anything. So even if I was in job earlier, then I switched to business. So they always there for me. I mean, whatever the reason is, whatever the situation I am in. So I never faced that situation like they stop me with anything. Even I'm blessed to have a good friends in my life who always there to help me out with my problems, who always supported me out. And whenever I'm stucking, so they give me the solutions like, okay, either you follow this or you follow that. So yeah, I'm blessed to have a good friends in a family.
Wow. So Vanika, think if you have to shift your career for a day, what would you choose and why?
Oh, okay.
It's like the film Nayak.
This is film Nike, yeah. So for me, I think I'm pretty good with my career, but I'm doing it because. But yes, if I'll have to be more specific with what I am into, So I love doing counseling. So yeah, so even being a counseling is also one of our part in creative shows. But if I really need to switch it from a wedding planning, so I'll rather switch for a counseling part.
Okay, why?
Why? Because I think I'm good listener and I can provide them the good solutions. And secondly, yes, I'm also a certified consultant, so yes, I can do that.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so describe my last question. Describe Varnika in one line.
Okay, so Varnika itself means the purity of gold. So I don't think so. Apart from this line, you need anything else to explain me.
Wow. Okay. So, friends, let's go to the fun round. That is the rapid fire round. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
So let's raise.
Thank you.
Your favorite travel destination?
Goa.
Your favorite cuisine?
North Indian.
Okay. Uh, your favorite season of the year?
Favorite season. I love rains.
Okay. Your favorite music genre?
Soft Hindi.
Okay.
More of Mohammed Rafi types.
Okay, cool. Uh, one item you can't live without?
Myself.
Okay. Your favorite color?
Black.
Your favorite gadget?
Nothing as such.
Okay. One famous personality you would want to meet?
One famous personality. Okay, Mr. Narendra Modi.
Okay. Uh, and your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. No, I don't have a favorite movies at all. I mean, I'm less with the movies and stuff. So,
Okay. From theater background, who's your favorite actor?
from theatre, Manoj Vajpayee, I love his acting. And even the Nasruddin Shah. So, yeah, they are awesome.
Yes, they are. So you did very well,
Thank
and you
you.
get to win this book,
Thank you.
which is autographed. So do go through and
Thank you so much.
incorporate in your life the email tips.
Okay.
So, friends, we had a lovely conversation with Varnika, who is into wedding, event management, and luxury gifting. So, anyone out there looking to plan a wedding, organize a wedding, uh, luxury gifting, or event management, she's the go to person. Her details will be available when this episode is published. You can visit our YouTube channel, The Coffee Conversation Show, when this episode will be published. We have over 150 plus episodes with several different speakers and topics. So, this is a wonderful conversation on a Saturday rainy evening at Pure Sin, the chocolate bar. So, anyone looking forward to have chocolate, have a sweet tooth, you can visit this place and have their beautiful chocolates. So, look forward to another episode with another speaker at another time. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.